What a start to the year it's been. Q1 of 2025 brought us big moments, some surprises, and quite a few curveballs. We just dropped our official 2025 Q1 crypto industry report, and in this video, I'm breaking down all the key highlights you need to know. So let's rewind and dive right in. Q1 was a rocky ride. Total market cap peaked at 3.8 trillion just 2 days before Trump's inauguration in January, before sliding all the way down to 2.8 trillion by the end of March. Daily trading volumes dropped hard too, from 201 billion to 141 billion, a 27% dip from the previous quarter. AI tokens also faced the battlefield and were hit with price drawdowns across the board. Big names like Near, ICP, TAO, and Render were down between 46% to 50%. The one standout was Story Protocol's new IP token, which surged 152%. But it wasn't all doom and gloom, as the stablecoin sector continued to see growth. It hit a new all-time high market cap of 226 billion, largely due to USDC, USDT, and USDS. Meme coins, artificial intelligence, and AI agents took everyone's attention this quarter and held the top 3 spots in trending categories. And of the overall top 20 crypto narratives, 6 were meme categories, while 5 were AI related. Q1 had its fair share of big events. In January, Solana's DEX volume smashed records by reaching 3.8 billion in 24 hours, beating Ethereum and Base combined. Trump dropped his own meme coin. Abstract, the Pudgy Penguin affiliated chain, launched its mainnet to generally positive feedback. February was the month for upgrades and mainnet launches. We got Uniswap v4, Barachain, Arweave's AO, Unichain, and Hyperliquid EVM. Also, OpenSea confirmed that the C token is on its way, and FTX users have finally started getting their repayments. In March, there were some regulatory wins brought by the Trump administration, at least before all the tariff business wreaked havoc on the market. The US Senate overturned the crypto tax reporting rule. Trump signed an order to build a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and the US Genius Act for stablecoins secured bipartisan support when passed through the US Senate Banking Committee. And in a pivotal moment, the SEC dropped its appeal against Ripple Labs, possibly making XRP's future a lot brighter. In other news, Ethena and Securitize unveiled the upcoming Converge network to support real-world tokenized applications and more. We can expect the mainnet to go live at the end of Q2 this year. Now, let's zoom in on Bitcoin. It hit a new all-time high of 106,182 on January 22nd, and then dropped 12% due to fears over US tariffs. Daily trading volume dipped 26% quarter on quarter, although we saw a spike on February 28th during a broader sell-off. Still, Bitcoin held strong and ended the quarter with 59.1% dominance, and has even climbed a bit more since then as Bitcoin's price rebounded in the last couple of weeks. And despite talks of decoupling, Bitcoin remained closely tied to both the total crypto market cap and the S&P 500, as both asset classes also dipped. As for ETFs, spot Bitcoin ETFs saw inflows of 1 billion, but overall assets under management dropped to about 99 billion due to price declines. Mining, though, on fire. Hash rate hit an all-time high of 989 terahashes per second in February, with companies like Bitdeer and Compass making moves to expand. Hut 8 and Eric Trump also launched American Bitcoin to focus solely on industrial-scale mining. Meanwhile, Ethereum didn't have the best quarter. Its price fell 46% from $3,336 to $1,805, wiping out all of its 2024 gains. ETH's dominance also dropped to 7.9%. the lowest since 2019. And on top of that, ETH was highly inflationary with only 47.2k ETH burned versus 232.2k ETH emitted. Despite market conditions, Solana managed to have its moment thanks to Trump. After he launched his official meme coin on Solana, Sol pumped 39% and hit a new all-time high of $293. But the hype didn't last. Following the launch of Melania and Trump's inauguration and the promotion of Libra by Argentinian President Javier Milei, Sol crashed to a low of $115 before recovering a bit to $125 by March end. However, it has since climbed past $150 in April. The Libragate scandal, where the Libra token experienced a classic pump and dump rug pull, has so far marked the top of the meme craze. Back in January, daily tokens deployed on Pump Fund spiked to a mind-boggling high of 72k, but has since taken a nosedive. Over in DeFi, the market cap dipped from 119 billion to 96 billion as initial excitement around Trump's pro-crypto administration slowly turned into fears of a full-blown trade war. Despite that, DeFi managed to keep its share of the total crypto market steady at 3.5% thanks to renewed attention on stablecoins and real-world asset tokens. 48.9 billion was erased from total DeFi TVL across all chains, mainly due to altcoin depreciation. NFTs were also having a rough time this quarter, at least on Ethereum. ETH NFT volumes crashed 85% to just 132 million. While CryptoPunks did see an increase in trading activity, volumes for Pudgy Penguins dropped significantly after the launch of Abstract. But Bitcoin ordinals stole the spotlight. Trading volumes jumped nearly 4x from February to March to hit 547 million, thanks to popular mints like Ordinal Maxi Biz and the Idiots NFTs. The last thing we're looking at are exchanges. In Q1, the top 10 centralized exchanges recorded 5.4 trillion in spot trading volume, a drop of 16% quarter on quarter. Binance grew to almost 41% market share by the end of March, after seeing a decline throughout 2024. However, trading volume dropped to 589 billion in March, despite going above the 1 trillion mark last December. HTX was the only one that grew with a volume increase of around 11%. Bybit, after being hit by a record-setting 1.4 billion hack, saw its volume halved from 178 billion to 85 billion. On the decentralized exchange side, Solana stole the show in January with 52% of trades, mostly driven by the political meme coin frenzy, and this caused Ethereum's market share to drop below 20% for the first time. But as the meme coin trend ended, Ethereum clawed its way back up to the top spot to end March with a 30% market share. So yeah, Q1 was kind of a wild one. Fortunately, things look to be recovering slightly for now after the announcement of the 90-day tariff pause. So what was your biggest takeaway from this quarter? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated with everything crypto. And also, don't forget to check out our 2025 Q1 crypto industry report, which we'll link in the description for a deeper dive into everything that happened.